Last time on the Rocket League experiment, we decided to learn the ceiling musty flick. We took this and turned it into this. I'm really impressed that I finally managed to land a decent ceiling musty flick, but I want to improve my aerial game. So I asked in the chat, I said, what do you want to see me attempt next? And here was the results. Multiple people were mentioning flip resets, and I'd had my eye on a move for a while, so this fell right into place. The chain flip reset, the rapid reset, or double flip reset. That is what I wanted to learn. I used to be able to do single flip resets fairly consistently, so I figured I could probably pick that up quite quickly. So I wanted it to be harder, and I've never done a double flip reset, I've never done a rapid reset or a chain reset, whatever you want to call it. So I was actually really pumped to have a go at that. And I think we all know the man for the job on this one. When you're given the all clear to be a bit loud, oh, you can't hold it in. When you've got guys doing flip resets. Oh my god! What was that? What the He got around the ball with he got the flip reset and then used it to scoop it back around behind him? Are you kidding me? That's right, the winner of the 3v3 Season 2 Championship. The winner of the Freestyling Championship to win a bubbly. It's Dark, the prodigy, the only just turned 13-year-old, who's able to do multiple flip resets, rapid resets, any flip reset you want. He was the guy who was going to take me and make me a flip reset king. And this time we're going to go over it a little bit differently, because there's so much to learn in this, and I want you guys to be able to do this as well in the future. We're going to break it down. It's going to be a tutorial as I'm learning different stages every week, as requested by Spirit Dragon in the comments below the last video. So Dark showed me the multiple flip resets he's able to do and coached me through it. And I thought, look, I can't learn all this in one day, baby. I'm going to have to take this and make it a little bit easier for myself. So I started off learning the flip reset and how specifically Dark sets that up. And to figure this out, we need to understand that Dark's key bindings are paramount for doing this, although you don't have to have exactly the same, but the basic principle is there. He has a left air roll on LB, making it easy for him to tap that button and start air rolling. However, he's not just air rolling when he sets this up. After he told me this, after I did this, it blew my mind. This makes flip resets so much easier, guys. You've got to try this. It's unbelievable how much easier it makes it. And it looks amazing. It's actually, I thought for years, it was just an air roll into the flip reset, but it's actually a tornado spin. A tornado spin is performed by air rolling in one direction and then pushing your joystick in the opposite. Once Dark dribbles the ball up the wall, he gives it a tap so it comes away from the wall, pausing his car for a split second, not stopping it dead. Actually, this can be achieved by holding down accelerate and then just quickly tapping the brake. This allows the ball to rise a little bit further ahead. Then he jumps off the wall, holds the right arrow whilst doing his left air roll, which allows him to do a tornado spin, pumping the boost as he does this to get under the ball, and it sets him up perfectly for that first flip reset. The first week's practice went way better than expected. I was actually amazed at how, I don't want to say it, but easy this is. Once you know about that air roll technique, it makes it so easy. I was hitting flip resets from the first session, and even in the first week scoring flip resets. Unfortunately, I don't have the recordings in online games. That whole thing, that air roll, was that the secret that I needed to know for so long to be able to do these flip resets? It made me wonder. The first week, I was just trying to get hang of this air roll. That's all I wanted to get. I wanted to get this perfect tornado spin into the catch. That's all I wanted this week. I wasn't bothered about scoring or the second flip reset. I just wanted to get consistent at hitting that so I could build into the flip reset. And I feel like I was getting really consistent in week 1. What I did notice was that I wasn't attacking the ball enough though. I was doing everything right. The air roll mechanic looked okay, but I wasn't boosting enough into the ball to get the ball at its highest point. That would allow me more time to manipulate my car and set up the next flip reset. So going into week 2, that was my aim and objective. So the start of week 2, and I'm aware that I can't just keep doing these flip resets forever. I've got to start pushing it. I've got to start moving forward with the process. So I thought, well, why don't I break it down? Listen, I'm not going to be able to learn rapid resets and stall flip resets at the same time. It's going to be too much. It's going to overload me, man. I need to do one at a time. So week 2 was to work on stalls, and to get this easier for myself, I decided to put my sensitivity to 0.40. Apparently that makes the stalling a little bit easier. I've been practicing stalls for actually a long period of time, not landing them so much, but just doing them every time I celebrate a goal, every time the game ends and I'm doing my show me your moves, if you like. I've always done stalls as practice, so hopefully I can convert some of these. So how do we do the stall? Well, the stall, as we're keeping up with this tutorial-based idea, the stall is done by turning your car to the opposite direction you are air rolling, much like the tornado spin we did before. Exactly the same, in fact. But this time, as we do that, we are pressing the jump button, and that will create the stall jump, and we'll do in those 3 inputs exactly the same time. That creates the stall, as you can see on the screen. At the start of the week, once I put my sensitivity to 0.40, I was actually hitting the stalls a lot more than I expected. Sure, I missed a lot. Sometimes I would front flip, sometimes I would side flip, but I was actually quite impressed with how many I was hitting. The hard part was hitting a stall underneath the ball, and this seemed way harder than I expected. I actually thought it'd be quite easy. Just get the flip reset, you're going to be under the ball, just do the stall and it will take care of it for you. Unfortunately not, because actually when I was hitting the ball, maybe it was my flip reset technique, but when I was hitting the ball, it was actually throwing my car around, and it was very difficult for me to adjust my car after having it knocked by the ball, because all the inputs were upside down and back to front. So that was really difficult. And after a whole week, I landed 1 double flip reset, which I was actually really impressed with, but I didn't even get to finish the shot. So, good news moving forward. I've got 1. Next week, rapid resets, but I'm worried about week 4. Week 4, I'm going to have to try and tie everything together, and then I've got to play the Master of Disaster, the King of Sting, the man made of steel and full of sex appeal. I've got to play Dark in a 1v1. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just hoping I can not show myself up with this one. Week 3, and this week the goal was rapid resets. I'd spent last week focusing on the stall flip reset, and to be honest, I did okay. I had some luck, I had some difficulty. I didn't do anything particularly amazing, nothing to write home about. But this week was all about the rapid reset. So I asked Dark again for a quick instructional on the rapid reset, just to make it a little bit easier for that following week. Here is the breakdown. To hit the rapid reset, do everything we've previously spoke about. Hit the ball on the wall, let it rise above you, do your little tornado spin to get the flip reset. Then what you want to do is you want to turn your car so that the front corner of the car is directly pointing to the ball. Now in this situation, if the front left corner is pointing towards the ball, you would do a left diagonal front flip, and if it was the right corner, you do a right diagonal front flip. By doing that sort of flip, that diagonal front flip, it actually turns the car over and holds it there for a second longer, that will allow the ball to hit the car. The rest of this week was just me practicing. I hit a few rapid resets, but again, nothing crazy, nothing amazing, didn't get any on target. So heading into week 4, I've now got to try and blend both styles together, both stalls and rapid resets, and go against the man himself, Dark, in a 1v1. This is gonna be so tough. So here it is, me versus the champ, Dark. And boy oh boy, I gotta be honest, straight out the gate, I knew I was not gonna win this. In fact, I knew I had no chance of competing with Dark in this, but I just wanted to do something good. I just wanted to show what I've been working on for the 30 days. And unfortunately, I didn't perform on the day. The warm-up beforehand, I wasn't landing anything. My flip resets weren't there. When I finally got in there, I really only had 2 attempts to pull anything off and failed miserably on both. Dark After told me the reason is because I wasn't being urgent enough on my flip reset, which is something I even noticed in week 2, but just could not work on. I don't know what it was. It's like a mental block. Just couldn't do it. So well done, Dark. Amazing stuff. And I do want to thank Dark. Thank you so much for trying to teach me, for giving me the ideas, for helping me make this video by giving me the footage. But look, 30 days, 30 minutes may not have been enough time. From people I've been speaking to, they didn't think it was possible. And you know what? They were right. However, I'm gonna look at positives. You know, I may not have performed a triple flip reset, a rapid reset, great finish, or even a multiple stall finish, but I did get better in the air. That has transferred into my gameplay. I've even scored a few flip reset goals using the techniques I've learned this month, so I am grateful for that. However, I guess I've just spent so long, almost 4,000 hours, doing the same thing over and over, finding the simplest ways to get the ball in the back of the net. So I'm just going to have to keep on practicing and practicing and practicing to see if I can pull this off one day. Thank you everyone for the help and the support. Please comment below what you want to see me try next month. I'll give it a bash. Hopefully I can perform a lot better than I did this month. And please like and subscribe to the video. Do appreciate it. Peace.